Ooh, and we are back. Well, I'm back.
Yeah,
It's
we're
been
back.
a minute, you know.
My other half is back. Welcome back to the land of the pods, Ray.
The baby's been taking over my life, over the house. That's why I'm in my daughter's room right now. My baby is asleep, and either my girl is doing some soccer thing, or there's too many damn kids over here. Someone's having a sleepover. My baby's acting crazy. Like it's been a lot, man. But I'm trying to figure it out.
Mm-mm-mm.
It should be even like I was telling you about my grandmother's place. So that's for sure mine. Whenever my grandpa wants to go, my uncle was telling me that he had been talking about he don't want to live in a big house no more. After my grandma passed and stuff like that. So my uncle the other day, I was over there. He's like, "Hey man, just want to let you know, like, whenever your grandpa wants to move out or whatever, or whatever happens, he's like, the place is yours if you want it." I'm like, dude,
Dude,
yes.
yes.
Dude, you can't even
Yeah.
like it's you can't even get in that neighborhood. Like my grandma's owned that house since like 1974 or something. And dude, when you go in that neighborhood, it's like grandfathered in. Like either they're old people or you could tell it's like their grandkids or something like that. No houses ever for sale, for rent, or nothing like that, man. 5-bedroom house, 1.5 baths. The backyard is humongous, dude. Like two of what I got out back there, which is a lot of room. 2-car garage. I'm like, dude, I would love to raise my kids there, man. I remember every Christmas there until I was like 17 years old or something, 18. So, that bigger space,
Where
first
is it?
basement,
It's in
everyone had
Racine
their,
too?
yeah, yeah, yep. So I might be have my own, room
Room.
finally. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that'll be dope. That'll be dope.
So yeah, man, that's what I've been up to and playing too much Fortnite, and then Brian's been like, "Hey man, you want to do the pod? You want to do the pod?" I'm just ducking him. He knows it too. He knows it. He's like, "Hey man, you want to do the pod, whatever?" And I'm like, I won't even respond for a couple hours. I'm like, shit, he's probably like, he's this mother, like, he's ducking me.
I mean, I'll move on without you for sure. That's what I did last
No,
week. I was like,
no,
whatever.
I know, but I know, you also don't want to do that either. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I'll
that
ask
makes
you
so
because
much more.
you're a part of it, right? So like I'll always ask you, you want to do it? If you
Yeah,
either don't answer or don't want to do it, then I'll just do it. If not, it is what it is.
I wanted to do it. It's never the case. Definitely, I love
It is what it is.
for sure.
What was I gonna tell you? Yeah, last week again, shout out to Wesley for jumping in. He's actually
Appreciate
in
you guys.
town this week, so we're probably gonna do an in-person one with our buddy Deanie. Thinking about Thursday at some point, if not Saturday night. But I'm probably gonna take some PTO on Thursday, extend my weekend because I'm off Friday and Monday, so make it a 5-dayer. A 5-dayer, the PTO life. Gotta extend them
I know the show
days.
next week. I have PTO. I could take a day, but I'm trying to set that PTO for my uncle's birthday in a couple months. But we'll see how it goes because at my job, like every paycheck, you I think earn like 4 hours of PTO. So maybe by
You
then I
get
have
like 8 hours a month.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we get well, I get slightly more, but my wife gets 10 hours a month. So 5 hours a check or something like that.
That's nice. Uh, okay, so what's this Ninja Turtles thing?
Okay, so
Texting.
I was on TikTok and I would like I want to give credit to like people, but it's hard to find some of this stuff because somebody will like read it somewhere and they don't give credit to somebody. So then now I'm trying to hunt down who the original source was of
Or
whatever it was.
always.
But so I saw this theory. I thought it was super cool. And I was like, I'm gonna share it with Ray. He doesn't even know what it is yet, but I told
Yeah.
him it's about how the weapons were assigned to Ninja Turtles. So I kept Googling it a couple times and I came up on a Reddit post from 5 years ago, which is the oldest I can find at the moment of whatever. Maybe they didn't originate it, but
Yeah.
it's on a Mutant Ninja Turtles Reddit. And there was a post on here. Uh, I don't even know who the originator is. It says trivia, but okay. So it's a theory of how Master Splinter gave out the turtles, and I'm glad I came up the turtles, their weapons, and the why behind
Yeah.
it. So I'm pretty glad I came up on this Reddit because there's a counter argument, and we could talk about that too. Like
Okay.
somebody was like, actually, I see it this way, and they both make sense. So it's one of those things where like, well, what do you believe? Okay, so you guys know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I kind of went down this rabbit hole because of Fortnite. Because now you got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Fortnite. They got skins with their weapons,
I want to get him so
and
bad.
dude, it's so good. And then April's on there with a bunch of other stuff for
And the sewers are
April.
glowing now. Like every you run past the sewer, it's like glowing.
It's nuts. So I was like, yeah, let's get
So
back on the turtle. You guys know I'm a huge Last Ronin fan, but
I'm just a huge
so
Turtles fan.
so we are just gonna jump into it, right? So we're gonna start
Yeah,
with Raph. So Raphael, on this thread, on this Reddit thread. So it says Raphael is the most hot-headed and violent of the turtles. He wields the sais, a traditional defensive weapon used in peacekeeping. This is to teach him patience and discipline. Michelangelo is the most scatterbrained and playful of the turtles. He wields the nunchucks, a weapon famous for its complexity and ease of injuring the user. This is to teach him focus and not to take combat lightly. Donatello is the most intelligent and tech savvy of the turtles. He wields a bow, a simple wooden staff. This is to teach him creativity and making do with what he has available to him. Then Leonardo is the ethical and heroic of the turtles, the most ethical. He wields the katanas, the only bladed weapon of the four and the most lethal by default. This is to teach him that ultimately, despite his ideals, he may be forced to take lives to protect people and must never fight battles needlessly. So I was like, dude, so this is on the Reddit. The dude on TikTok changed it slightly. And he talked about Michelangelo, which the Michelangelo part I'm about to talk about is probably the most likely or why people would think this because Michelangelo, if you don't know by now, is the last Ronin. He's the only one that survived the attack Shredder's grandson did or whatever. So he was talking about how Mikey has the most potential of all the turtles, but he's super scatterbrained. So the nunchucks requires so much focus so you don't injure yourself. That is a part of it. So like it's meant to
yeah,
help him build on that to be focused.
yeah, yeah. For
So
sure.
it's interesting. So there's a counterpoint, but I'll stop there and just kind of get your take on it or what your thoughts are.
I'm whoever wrote this, whatever. It seems like they know what the hell they're talking about. It seemed why you were saying it, it just seemed perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then as a kid, and then maybe like a teenager, you're always like, man, like why ain't Leonardo like slicing these dudes up and stabbing them? Because he could easily do that, you know what I'm saying? But he like whoop a dude and like spank him with the sword, you know what I'm saying? Or he'll use his sword to like either block or like cut through something someone's trying to attack him with, but he never really cut anybody or killed anybody, you know what I'm saying? He's a leader, you know, he's just focused, you know. So like just thinking about that now and you like reading that, like it totally understandable, you know what I'm saying? Raph's always on the offense based defense weapon, like it their weapons counterbalance their
It's their
weakest parts of them.
weaknesses. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and make them stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because Donatello is always trying to look for the next thing, something to help him. You know, something, you know, whatever. You know, and then he gets the weapon that he's, you know, like what this, just this. You know, and you know, it's I totally get it, and I
It's
think that
cool. So I wonder,
yeah, no,
like,
it is
I
definitely cool.
wonder,
Heck,
obviously,
got my mind thinking right away.
who knows if it's true in general, but like Rafa is probably the strongest of them, like physically, right? Like,
Yeah,
and he wants to be the leader. So like that's a part of it too, but he has to slow down. Like everyone thinks like if you talk to people about Rafa, like they call them daggers, but they're not daggers. Like their size, their actual size. So like the sai is traditionally a defensive weapon. So although they're pointy and you could probably stab somebody with them, like the point of them is really to, counteract
yeah, like a
whatever
sword,
Leo's doing.
blade, and you know,
Right. Right. So
yeah,
it's super interesting. It's really to do that. So I mean, it's very creative, right? Like, I
no,
mean, if it's
yeah,
not real, like if it's not something the original creators decided on, whoever gave it some thought for
well, yeah, but
sure.
yeah, yeah. But then when you hear it in something, it's actually very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like the nunchucks are probably those take the most focus out of all their guns' weapons to not hurt yourself. Shit, I remember playing with nunchucks, man. I smacked my nuts, my head a
Oh,
couple
for
times.
sure. You hit yourself all the time.
You
It
know,
was they weren't even considered like an offensive thing until like Bruce Lee made them super popular, in movies and stuff. Nobody was trying to do nothing with nunchucks. Like when you think nunchucks, you think Bruce Lee and Michelangelo. There ain't no one else you think about when you think about nunchucks. Ain't no other famous fighter talking about nunchucks.
That is crazy though. Well, Maxi,
It's nuts, dog.
I think of
It's
Maxi.
So the counter argument of this from a user called Smoking Dynamite. This all happened like 5 years ago, but I went down a super rabbit hole, y'all. So I was like, I gotta talk about this with Ray, and I was like, let's do it on the pod. So this dude, Smoking Dynamite, says, I see it the complete opposite way than what you're talking about. Said Raph is hot-headed and violent. He wields size, which is really close range and requires him to get really close to his enemies. And he often uses them as claws. Michelangelo is the most scatterbrained and playful of the turtles. He wields nunchucks, weapon that is wild and hard to control, just like him. Donatello is the most intelligent. He wields a staff, an object often associated with scholars. And Leonardo's the ethical and heroic of the turtles. He wields katanas, the weapon associated with the samurai and nobility, who live by a code of honor. And somebody commented, he was like, you guys are both right. And now I can't stop thinking about it. That's what happened to me. I was like, yo, I mean, at this point, it's both answers are logical. Like I can
Oh yeah,
see
yeah.
it both ways.
I think the
But
first one took a lot more thinking though, but the second one makes just as much sense, with less words and less intent. You know what I'm saying? They both, you know, I would go with the first one
I would
because
too. I would too.
it maybe I'm just more of a thinker, I guess, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I mean, either or,
So I would go
you
with
know.
the first one for this reason and this reason alone. Like Master Splinter's trying to teach them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the second option isn't a lesson, right?
No,
It's more playing to their strength. The first
yeah,
one is Splinter trying to identify where their shortcomings are and building it a way for them to work on it over time, right? Like
yeah.
over
The
using.
second one would be like you're watching like an '80s movie montage and there's weapons there, and then Michelangelo grabs him. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm sure." You know what I'm saying? Raphael's like, yeah, I could do some, that makes you think of, but like, yeah, you said with the first one, it seems like, they were chosen for them first specific, like I said, it just took a lot more thought process to get to the point, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot more thinking into that one, but the second one is straight to the point and could make sense too, you know what I'm saying? Either or, but like I said, I would take the first one, makes them all sound a lot cooler too. Like
Oh,
I said,
super cooler. It
yeah,
sounds way cooler. I'm surprised no one's like stolen this as you know what I'm saying? Like I would make and I don't read that many. I've only really read the last Ronin comic books from when that came out until now. So like I
yeah.
never read any of the earlier comic books in general. I watch the cartoons, obviously, any movie that
Yeah,
came out.
I never read any of the comic books either in general, but I'll tell you this: the Ninja Turtles theme song from the 1980 show is probably the greatest cartoon theme song.
Goated.
Not even no no the intro, like the visual
Yeah, yeah.
intros, like there's a lot of dope ass theme songs, so I'm not gonna throw that out there. But that intro scene for Ninja Turtles, I think, is unmatched, and even for the time period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen nothing cooler, dude. When they fly out of that sewer and like they're blocking the shit midair, so like, dude, those the intro like still stacks up like to today's artwork, but like the cartoon don't. You know what I'm saying? But that intro was on fire. That thing was on something else. Dude, man, I can watch the intro right now. Man, they shoot out that the sewer like torpedoes, like they're like beaks to the sky. So it was just so cool, man. Everybody wanted to be a turtle fan. Like I had sheets,
Everybody wanted to
curtains,
be a turtle.
pillows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember I had like a turtle jet and you put like stink bomb fluid in it and it would let out like air bubbles and they would stink. My mom hated that toy. I think she probably broke that thing on purpose because
Why
I
ain't it
don't
working?
know.
I don't know. I don't know why
Hey,
it don't work.
leave your toys on the floor and throw them in the
Oh, I
trash.
know for sure that, dude. I watched my mom do that, like because I'm 5 years older than my brother and 6 years older than my sister. So like, for sure, there are times they would get noisy toys, and all of a sudden they would just take the batteries out of them. Like, why ain't it working? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Or I would just have stuff missing. Like, damn, where's that thing at? Like, I know
I
this
have no
woman got rid
idea
of
why it's not
it.
working, Papa. Just play with it. It's fine. Use your imagination. Use
Dude,
your
it's just
imagination.
crazy. Like, I'm 37 now. Been a fan of Ninja Turtles since I was like 8, and we're still like talking about this, talking
I mean,
about
they're in pop
the
culture, bro.
lore.
Like
Oh, yeah, yeah, man. What we talk about is pop culture. Ninja Turtles is like a with
above, yeah, it's
Mario.
in there.
It's like their own thing, dude. Like it don't miss. Like you know, what I'm saying that last movie they came out with, so far, like they just don't that, and they just don't.
It's
Hey,
crazy
speaking
because
of Ninja
like
Turtles, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but it just popped in my head. Dude, Seth Rogen is murdering for like comic book fans with Invincible, the boys, you know what I'm saying? And then he had his hands in his last Turtle
turtle
movie.
movie. Yep.
Like, and he has, I don't know, he's doing other stuff. Like, dude, like, I never was a, I wasn't the biggest fan of him ever, you know? But like over time and like now, dude, I'm the hugest fan of the guy. Like, he's killing it. Like, I don't know where all this came from or if he always had a love for this kind of stuff, but whatever he touches right now has been phenomenal. Like,
It's
all
funny
of
you
it.
said when you brought up the theme for the turtles, it popped in my head because I seen this I don't know, a couple months back, talking about with all the X-Men news for X-Men 97 or whatever in the theme song. Like that's one of the better theme songs that's ever came out. It's just music, no one even sings. But when you mentioned that just now, I remembered about something. I looked it up because like two of the most popular theme songs from like the 90s are the X-Men theme song and a Power Ranger theme song. And they're
Oh,
written by the same dude. Like he made both of them, which is nuts. Like he took a while. I remember watching it was a video he was being interviewed on, I guess. Wasserman, I think is the dude's name. And he created the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger theme song, I guess, in the early 90s. Start to finish, he created that. And then the Power Ranger theme song only took 2 hours to make, bro.
well,
And
dude,
it's
it's
like
just
so iconic, but it's not a hard song, right? Like,
no.
I
Go
mean,
Power Rangers. You Mighty Morphin, dude. All he does is repeat Go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and that's it. You know what I'm
it's just
saying?
crazy.
I think the Turtle theme song is better, and he gets a A+ for lyrical content. Like he had some, you know what I'm saying? He had some, the world's most fearsome fighting team. Like man, that's dude, that's probably my favorite theme song right there, man. When the
Yeah, so
evil
there's a quote
Shredder.
here. He was like, so composing the iconic instrumental for Marvel's Mutants took a lot out of Westman, more than when he made the other 90s TV earworm Power Rangers, right? So like it took the Power Rangers one took hours. Then he said, I left what I thought was a guide vocal for a real singer. He remembers about the day he made Go Go Power Rangers. They had a meeting the next day. Fox heard it, went crazy. They said, congratulations, you got the theme. He was like, all right, bet. Who's gonna sing it? They said, no, it's done. Like it was that was it. Like the what he put in there, he was like, all right, he's like, no, 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 this is
Oh,
perfect. Let's run.
so that was supposed to
Yeah.
be somebody else
Yeah,
singing,
he just
and they were
laid
like,
it
"No, this
down
is
like this
great."
is what it could sound like. Like, and they were like, no, 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 we're good. This is it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's
Hey,
pretty
dude's probably
wild.
like, "Whatever. You
Easiest
gonna
two
pay me for
hours of his
this?"
life. I wonder
He's
how
like,
much he
"This
got
is."
paid for it. I bet there's
He's
not
like,
a
"Hey, this
ton of
ain't done,
money,
y'all." He's like, "Don't worry,
but
we're gonna pay you for it." He's
yeah.
like, "Okay." Yeah, I wish. My boss like, "Hey, man, go home. We're gonna pay you for the rest of the day." I've only been here 4 hours. No, don't worry about it. We're gonna pay for the day you get out of here. I'm like, "Oh, okay." See, that's
This is
great.
crazy because the Power Rangers song only has two lines. Go, go, Power Rangers, you mighty morphin Power
That's it.
Ranger.
That's it. That's it.
Done. It's good. We're good. We're good.
But dude was about
Perfect.
to, I don't know, it was like bang, and like I don't know, it was just everything. It was just everything.
It's just it's interesting. I'm happy that popped into my head though, because I had seen it and then I forgot all about it. And I was like, yeah. So once you said it, I was like, all right, that makes sense. That brought it back. It brought it back.
Yeah, man. Dude, theme music could make or break.
It really can though. It really can.
Dude, can you think of some of your favorite theme songs from like cartoons or old shows?
Um, The Biker Mice from Myers intro theme song was always stuck in my head for sure. Ninja Turtles for sure. I mean, turtles in a half shell, turtle
Turtle
power.
Power.
Like you can't. I mean, you definitely can't.
Do you
You
remember the
can't get over
old
that.
Sonic show? It used to come on like TBS, the cartoon. Do the intro? I remember it was like Sonic. He's really cool. Sonic. He's the fastest dude.
Dude, yeah, he's
Sonic.
the
He's the
fastest dude.
fastest thing alive. Dude, I used to love that. Yeah, Sonic. He can really move. Like, dude, that's that was my
So
shit.
good. Well, let's look at it. Let's see if I can jog some memory. Outside of like the Darkwing Duck, bro. The
Oh,
Darkwing Duck,
dude,
dude.
man,
Dude,
man,
Darkwing
come
Duck
through,
was it. That was it.
bro. The voice, the whole man was like, out of smoke he appears. Dude, it's so fire.
It was
Dude, oh,
so good.
Rescue Rangers gotta be one
Rescue
of the
Rangers. Yep.
dude, gotta be one of the best ever, man. It's like
Rescue
these
Rangers was
two
good.
gum shoes
Yep.
are picking up the track. Dude, this man,
We
that's
heard a TikTok of that one not too long ago. Even my wife was in the kitchen singing it, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Iconic for sure.
there's no case too big, no case too small. If you need help, just call Bandits. Hey, can you imagine
Chippin'
these people
Dale.
in the studio? They have no clue what the hell this is about. They're probably seeing these words like, what? What is this? I wonder if they give them like a synopsis or something like that. Like, all right, man, there's these chipmunks and they're friends with a fat mouse and they have a pet fly and they're detectives and this is going to be the coolest show ever made.
And go.
Go. Yeah. Singing his heart out in there, bro.
So
Hey, I bet
good.
whoever sung that had a ponytail. I bet you he had a ponytail.
Inspector Gadget. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
Inspector Gadget. Da-da-da-da-da.
man, dog. Go, get you go. That dude, that was a
So
fire
good.
theme.
So
Oh,
good.
Doug.
Doug was good.
Dude, just so simple, but fire, like fire.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think. I'm looking through a couple in
Rocco's
here.
Modern Life. Rocco Modern's Life theme song was sung by the B-52s. Love Shack, man. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Dude, I didn't know they sang it until I got older. Well, I didn't become a fan of the B-52s until I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
older. You guys might think I'm a lame for that, but I like the B-52s. Sorry.
Thundercats. The
Oh,
Thundercats
thunder,
intro.
thunder, thunder, thunder cats. Dude, but the whole intro though too, man. Like Lion or Sword, and man, dude, what is taking so long for any of this to happen? Like we got dope ass He-Man shit right now. Where are the Thundercats at? I'm talking about dope ass He-Man shit right now. Kevin Smith is murdering the He-Man right now. New season is gonna be coming soon, by the way. If you haven't seen that He-Man show on Netflix,
No,
watch
it's
it.
cool.
Fire.
It's definitely cool.
Artwork is fire. Mark Hamill is Skeletor. Come on, man. Dude, Mark Hamill's becoming like the GOAT voice actor.
Yeah, for villains too, mostly villains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always
Man.
villains.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Flintstones, I'll take you all the way back. The Flintstones is,
Oh,
dude,
I
I mean, the
prefer the
Flintstones came
Jetsons
out in the
theme song,
60s.
but I like the Flintstones, but I like the Jetsons, man. When it's first house, dun, 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 like that. Man, that's my shit. Space
Scooby
Boy.
Doo.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Dude,
I'm
and then they
looking
had
down a list of different
and
shows in the
what's the name of the
90s.
band? Simple Plan. What's new Scooby Doo? Dude,
Oh yeah, the new
man,
one.
even that was fire. We're gonna solve a
I was trying to
mystery.
look for like 90s themes, and like all the really classic themes are super old. Like Scooby Doo, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The
Dude,
Transformers theme. Transformers was in the 80s to the
Batman
late
animated
80s.
series was fire. No singing or none, just like, dude, that shit.
Animaniacs.
Oh yeah, we are the
Super good.
Animaniacs. Yeah, that was my that was that.
I'm trying to see like there's a lot. Freakazoid. You remember the Freakazoid theme
Oh
song?
man, I used to love Freakazoid. I used to love Fox. I don't know what days those cartoons came on, but man, I used to love Freakazoid. I
Freakazoid
can't
was
remember
awesome.
I can't remember the theme song at all. But Dexter Laboratory's theme song was fire.
Uh Kim
My bad.
Possible was a cool theme song. I used to when my brother and sister
Kim
were on
Possible.
Kim Possible, that Kim Possible song is lit.
Hey, I'm not afraid to do. You know what theme song I used to love when I was little? Sorry, Pepper Ann. I don't know if you guys ever see that cartoon,
The
but
Pepper Ann
Pepper Ann, Pepper
cartoon.
Ann, she's too cool for seventh grade.
Yeah.
Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million. I used to love
So funny, dude.
Pepper Ann, Recess. I used to watch all them. Even Stevens, man, those are my those.
If I had to pick one though, I think DuckTales.
Oh
Or
yeah,
Darkwing Duck. I mean,
DuckTales. Woo,
woo!
woo. Man,
It's so
dude,
good. It's so
yeah,
good.
dude. Oh man, they had the guy from Panic at the Disco sing
Nah, I
the
love that dude.
DuckTales theme
That
song.
dude's amazing.
Dude, you gotta hear him sing the DuckTales theme song. And then they had Alicia Keys sing Gummy Bears. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Dude, the Gummy Bears, that was my cartoon. See, a lot of you might not remember the 4 cable back in the day like I didn't, but we had a black box. My uncle hooked us up. So we didn't even pay. I had all the channels.
All the channels.
I was watching pay-per-view, Disney, you know what I'm saying? I'm over
Is
there making,
your
huh?
No, I was just looking at the scores of the games to see if they were over yet.
Do we win?
It's the third quarter. The Packers are losing 20-17.
Man, hang it up. I just
That's
don't.
awesome
What
that we
mean?
went down this little rabbit hole because for sure it was unintended, but like now I just want to go watch DuckTales and Darkwing Duck.
Oh man, I was watching the DuckTales movie with my kids. The lamp. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
You seen that movie? Oh man, hey, some of that artwork still stacks up, dude. Like I always do that in my mind. I'm like, it's just like One Piece. That artwork for I don't know how many episodes is junk. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
old though. One Piece is old.
Dude, that DuckTales movie is old. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff is old, but I get it. But I'm saying there's still bits and pieces that still stack up pretty well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that DuckTales movie was fire when they let that genie at the lamp. That was one of my favorites right there.
Always interesting to like look into, where some of that stuff started. It's it's interesting for sure.
What was Disney's thing with ducks? Darkwing
No,
Duck,
they definitely like
DuckTales,
ducks. Yeah, they definitely. I
Daffy
wonder if there's
Duck.
like a significant meaning to ducks. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there? Let's
Yeah, or
see.
just animals, period. You know what I'm saying? And then I would say Disney might have started making like the first connected universe. You know what I'm saying? Because Baloo is from Jungle Book,
Yeah.
and then Baloo went in a tailspin, and he was like a airplane pilot. You know what I'm saying? And then the Ducktales, and then Scrooge McDuck, and then uh, Goofy and them, like they were started somewhere else and all moved into like other things, but they were still that character. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
used to love Tailspin. I'm like Baloo, like, that's Jungle Book. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let's
Disney,
see. I had to Google it. Let's see a couple things that ducks were. So a duck is an incredible animal helper. One traveling between the realms while bearing information and messages from the spirit world.
that's why Disney.
The Egyptian lore say hearing a duck is a marvelous omen of prosperity, luck, and hope. They weren't the only ones though. The was it Mesopotamian deity Inanna, the goddess of love and sensuality,
It was a duck.
has a duck as a sacred companion.
Yeah, because I know about cats. You know what I'm saying? Cats were worship way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I get that everything with cats. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know ducks. But that's cool.
It's
I
interesting.
didn't know anything. Yeah, I didn't know none of that. So there's a significance behind duck.
There's a significance behind everything. Sometimes
Mighty Ducks indeed. Right.
so I did want to talk about some MCU stuff because the episode of the podcast can't go by without me talking about Marvel things. It's just the way things are, guys. So get used to it. So they are introducing an original hero within the MCU. Somebody, something not in the comic books or anything else is gonna be created. For is gonna come out as What If, and then I'm sure from What If it'll be brought into a live action, depending on the reception, or even if people don't receive it well, I'm sure it will. So they're introducing a new character.
Looks
Um,
cool.
she looks super cool. She kind of reminds me of like the Avatar, but
I was gonna say
like
Airbender
it
right
up. She
before you
looks
said
like like the
Avatar.
Avatar for sure.
Yeah.
So her
The
name
one
is
with fake boat.
Kahori, and it's gonna be in a What If episode. She is a Mohawk Nation, Native American, written by Ryan Little in conjunction with members of the Mohawk Nation. So it's gonna be like accurate. It's not them just
Oh,
making some shit up.
there we go.
And it includes historian Doug George and Mohawk language expert Cecilia King to ensure an accurate portrayal of the pre-colonial Mohawk nation and the larger, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this. I apologize, yo. Haudenosaunee Confederacy, right down to the episode actually taking place in the indigenous Mohawk language. That's awesome. She
That's
looks
dope.
really cool, dude. She looks like I hope it works and people love it because then, I mean, as deep into comic books as we get, like we kind of like, okay, what story could they tell for this? Like this will be something you going into just blind, and I feel like I haven't had that feeling for any
Yeah.
comic book movie
How
ever.
many? When's the last cool native person that was out? Turok. You know what I'm saying? Like, there
Um,
hasn't been a lot of cool Native American characters. I'm just saying we got like Turok, and then who's the dude from Marvel? Uh, I should know this. He's an X-Men.
yep, and I'm trying
Um,
to remember his name. I want to say it's Alpha
Warhawk,
Warhawk. It might be Warhawk.
something like that. But him, and then Night Wolf from Mortal Kombat. There's
Nightwolf,
not a lot, not a lot of Native
Nighthawk.
American characters out there, so this is dope.
Let's see.
I like it.
It's interesting. I mean, so here's what it's gonna tell. Um they've had some like synapses. So it says it tells a remarkable story from a native Mohawk perspective, which is truly unique and historical, and will give viewers a new, challenging, and entertaining perspective on this land's first peoples, which is cool. The story is dynamic, the character fully realized, and action sequences are breathtaking. The episode is exceptional in another sense. It is done with the complete cooperation of the Mohawk people from dialogue to adornment. It's gonna be fire, dog.
I hope
It's
so.
gonna be fire. But this is the type of shit they should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
when things start getting stale, just like do cooperation, and they want to be diverse anyways. We see that all the
Yeah.
time. They gender swap
Mhm.
stuff. Like, it's like go to the source and make it real. You know what I'm saying? Like make
Yeah.
it as relatable as it can be,
Yeah.
and open
It's
it
just
up.
hey, and from time to time, especially in like stuff like this, like what ifs, whatever, but like cartoons or something, dude, just add a new character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying? She was nobody, nothing. The writer decided to put her in there for a little bit, whatever. Boom, she exploded. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
No, it is. I mean, it can be okay. There's gonna be haters, like always. There's always haters.
Hey, who's this
Um,
person? We don't need another person.
so I guess the name is pronounced Kahorti. Is a real Wolf Clan name. I'm in already. That's you have me at Wolf Clan. Like new favorite character, meaning she stirs the forest, or is someone who motivates those around her. In her debut adventure, Kahorti will have to live up to her name to recruit powerful allies into the fight to save her people and change the course of history forever. I mean, I'm in, dude. I want to see the episode. Like, you don't really have to.
Sounds dope. I wonder
You
who
don't
she's
have to
gonna
say
recruit.
anything else to
Yeah,
me.
that's all you gotta say. Like that sounds dope.
You guys should look her up though, dog. Like if you're just listening on a podcast, if you're not watching, I'll try to put a picture here on the screen just after editing, but she looks cool. Like it looks traditional. Like she has a face paint. And then when she's like powered out, we don't know what her powers are. I don't know. It's not
Looks
on
like
this
it
arc.
glows like the airbender.
She's like glowing like the avatar. Yeah, she had like the face paint she has glows. It turns real airbending, you know, and that's some of the comments that you're gonna see. But she has the power of the Tesseract. So that's gonna be what's like influencing
Okay.
her. So she's gonna be a beast. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna have some juice. So
Sounds
it'll be
dope.
interesting. I think
Sounds
that's gonna
dope.
be cool, man. I think it's gonna be cool. I just wanted to mention that because it's been rolling around more and more on social media. And What If comes out next year. I think February. When is What If? What If season 2? When is this coming out?
Marvel needs something right now because people are starting to doubt them.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
Marvel needs something.
Oh shit, dude, it comes out on Friday.
Hey, at least DC is used to flops. We've had the Ant Man now, the Marvels. I like both of those movies, by the way.
I did too.
But
It's just
I
crazy.
think it's gonna be hard to see $1 billion anyways, man. Like everything's more expensive, like fast. You know what I'm saying? Like so people ain't
They
going
have
out
to
to the
reset
movies as much.
expectations. That's the
Yeah.
reality. Like overall, the movie industry, like, dude, remember getting to $1 billion used to be like significantly hard. It was not happening
Oh, dude, when
every
you heard that,
release.
you like this movie hit $1 billion. You're like, oh shit.
What?
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
dude.
Now you're
Like, I
like,
mean,
hey,
think
hey,
about
you
it.
gotta
Like
get to a billion.
Titanic went
Hey,
crazy. Titanic was a crazy movie. Then it
Harry
was
Potter,
like Avatar. Like it wasn't like,
Lord of the Rings.
and then Marvel does this unified universe, and all of a sudden there's like a 10 movie streak of $1 billion after
Yeah,
$1 billion. Like, oh
that's
shit,
crazy.
cash is coming in.
Avengers was the first one, right?
I don't think the first two Iron Mans did particularly well, but then after that, it took off. So just to wrap up the What If conversation, it comes out December 22nd. I thought it was in February for some reason, but we're here. It comes out this week. So the first episode is so that we know the title. So episode 1 comes out Friday, which is What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps? Eh. Episode 2 comes out Saturday, the 23rd. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes? Interesting. Episode 3 is What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas? That's probably going to be a kind of dumb episode. What if Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster? That would be interesting. What episode 5? What if Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper? They love Captain Carter, dog. They're all in on having her like with the shield and stuff. I think she looks cool. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Episode 6. This is the episode I want to watch that we've been talking about. What if Cohorty reshaped the world? So that is December
Ooh,
27th, 10 days
it just
from now.
sounds
That's what I
dope.
want to see.
It just
Episode
sounds.
7 is Hella found the what if Hella found the 10 rings?
Ooh,
Episode 8
that's
is
fire.
no, that one could be cool. Episode 8 is What if the Avengers assembled in 1602? And then the last episode is episode 9. What if Strange Supreme intervened?
Ooh,
So we got a lot of Marvel
the
stuff
last
coming
couple
out
episodes
here.
sound cool.
Yeah, there's a couple episodes I'm in on for sure. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So you got me thinking now that you mentioned like flops. Let's talk about. I'm gonna just Google what the top flops this year was because it feels like there was a shit ton of flops. Um,
I feel like if you made your money back, it ain't a flop.
I mean, there's projections, right? Just like any
Yeah,
business, you budget for whatever. Like, okay, I found a list here from what is this place? Slashfilm.com. This is an article by Ryan Scott. It just came out 2 days ago, so very
let's
a
name the
fairly
movies.
recent list.
Let's name the movies. Have we seen them? And do we think they deserve the flop?
Okay. And if we didn't see him, then it's probably why it's flopped.
Yeah,
At number 10, Renfield by Nicolas Cage.
I like that movie.
You watched it? I haven't watched it. I thought
Hmm.
about watching it because I see it on demand all the
Well,
time,
you
but I
know
haven't
me,
watched it.
I'm a horror guy, and then you
I
throw
like
Nicolas
Nick Cage.
Cage
I
in.
know a lot of people hate on him, but I like him.
Well, he's been having a good run with horror movies lately, man. So I like that. I wouldn't say it was the best movie or anything like that, but I can see why it flopped. I don't know what they were expecting to make.
So, I mean, by definition, is if they lost money, right? So the budget for this movie was $65 million ish.
Damn, they couldn't even bust that.
Bro, it topped out worldwide at 26.7 million. It
Well,
was awful.
dude, hey, Nick Cage played a dope Dracula. I'm not gonna lie. Now all the other stuff surrounding it, sometimes I was like, but I mean, I enjoyed the movie though. But I can see why it flopped.
Number 9, and we're gonna both agree on this. The Creator.
Fire, super
I
fire.
love The Creator. I saw it at the X screen with Diego, and I loved it. I thought it was a good movie. It's
But
hard. Original
yeah,
content is hard, but it
yeah,
was good.
really good.
Especially in a world right now where AI is such a big thing. Everyone's talking about it. It's on every mainstream thing. We're investing money into it. We have Chat GPT and we have other versions, and Microsoft's dumping money into this. And Elon Musk is creating robots, and like
Dude,
people are
Denzel
getting
Washington's son.
fired because the AI is doing things it shouldn't be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You would think that in this world we live in, people would be like, hey, let's go watch this movie about what this could look like in 15 years. But I thought it was
And
awesome.
dude,
Plus, Denzel's kid is a phenomenal actor.
bro, and then when I was watching the movie and they're talking about the collapse and because an AI shot a nuclear bomb and the dude says he's like, it was an error. It was an error from a person. It wasn't
Yeah,
us landing on us.
right.
I'm like, just like fucking people.
Just like
Just
people.
like
Like that shit
fucking
wasn't us.
people.
That was one of y'all.
Destroy the AI. Well, I mean, hey, blame it on whoever you can blame it. But that was cool. I thought that was cool in the movie too. Like the Americans didn't have AI anymore, but the European countries
Yeah,
still
in the
did.
Asian countries.
Yeah, it was that movie was fire, bro. I don't care, dude.
It had good
Visually,
reviews. I mean, I feel like everyone
yeah.
that watched it enjoyed it.
Dude, I mean, if you haven't seen the creative guys, I'd watch it, man. I mean, from the visuals, from the acting, from the action, like the movie, and it's beautiful, beautiful movie, beautiful story. I thought it was fire. The ending was fire. Good movie, man. Especially from original, all the 100% all the way around, like original content. Like it was fire.
I mean, it looked great. I didn't know the budget for this movie was less. I'm trying to like, I see on the article, but I'm trying to like
Yeah, I think it was only
confirm it.
70 million.
80. It was $80 million.
It made over 100.
104.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta take
They
into
expected to
account.
make a billion.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I mean, it's a Disney. Disney owns the studio, so 20th Century Fox is a Disney studio now. So they ain't trying to make movies that make $100 million. That's not a part of the global strategy. But then you add in marketing, whatever it took to market the movie, like it's significant. They probably didn't even break even.
Yeah.
It's interesting though that it looks better than an $80 million movie though. Like,
Oh,
I mean, cinematically, it looked really
dude, I've
good.
seen $100 million movies that don't look that good.
No, for sure. Number 8, Hypnotic with Ben Affleck. Did you see that movie?
Nope. I
Me
wanted to for
neither.
a second, and then it slipped out of my mind.
So $65 million budget. Um, and it only made 15.7 million worldwide.
That's a flop. That's a
Yikes.
nasty flop. That's a belly flop, Dan.
Yikes.
He said, "Let me take my shirt off." Hit this.
Yikes. It's just hard too, because like when you release, right? I feel like this movie released around a time. Actually,
Oh,
it's
instead of
in
did a release around some hitters.
dude, Guardians of the Galaxy, Super Mario Brothers, and Evil Dead Rise. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get traction. It's just not
No.
happening.
And all those movies hit.
Dude, Disney's had major flops this year, bro. So the creator, Haunted Mansion is number 7.
Yeah, I
Haunted
didn't see it.
Mansion remake. I didn't watch it either. It's on Disney Plus right now, and I still haven't watched it. So the movie opened to 24 million. And it topped out at 117 million worldwide, and the budget was 150. So not good,
Woo.
not good at all.
Yeah. How much did they pay Eddie Murphy?
They have to have paid him a decent amount of money. Wish I don't know anyone that has gone to watch this, and we're Disney people. Like me and my wife are Disney people. I don't know anyone that went to watch Wish.
That's the one where they mix some of the Disney movies and stuff together, right?
No, this is a new original movie where like there's a king that has the ability to grant wishes, and then he takes like an apprentice, and she discovers that he's only granting one wish a year on purpose. It's not that he can't grant more, he's just choosing so that they make him feel like he's the villain. It looks like he's not, but he's the villain. But dude, no one watched it. It looks interesting. It was just one of those movies where like I don't know if they marketed it well, but it never was like put in front of me like I should go watch it. Like I'll
I
watch
never
it
even heard of it.
later. So if you didn't hear about it, that's bad. But the movie grossed 106 million and
Where was I?
200 million production budget. Yikes. Another Disney flop.
That hurts.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, there's another Disney flop on that list too.
Oh no, there should be a couple. Number 5, Freelance. It's a John Cena movie. I actually started watching this movie. It looked interesting, but I don't know what. I think I started late watching it at like 1 in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, and then I never came back and finished watching. I watched like 30 minutes of it or something. But $40 million budget. It's a comedic thriller. Has John Cena, Allison Brie in it.
Yeah, I've seen commercials.
It made $8.8 million worldwide on a $40 million budget.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude, if they had made 100 million, he would have been a go. Next movie, line him up. All you had to do was 100 million, Cena. Nobody saw you, fam.
7% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's
Nobody saw
awful.
me. Nobody saw him. That's because we went to the movie and he was on the screen.
Just invisible.
Just,
Number 4. Number 4. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
dog, let me tell you this. Ain't nobody
I know
fucking
you were
looking for
watching it.
Indiana
I know you
Jones.
watched it.
Ain't nobody. Dude, I love Indiana Jones. Love him. Love it. But ain't nobody looking for that. He's like, ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody looking for you, Otis. Dog, dude. And then I heard they went through like 5 direct
Reshoots.
hours. Yeah, man, it was just a terrible. Dude, he's like 80 years old, man. I mean, I guess he deserves a send off after the skulls. I've watched that movie a few times. I'm sorry, but I was watching it. I was watching Indiana Jones movie the other night. Like, it wasn't bad or nothing, and I bet it ain't that bad. But it's ain't nobody looking for Indiana Jones, man. Everyone that has a fan of him is either his age older, so half of them are dead, and then the rest are older people. Ain't no 5-year-old know who Indiana Jones is. 8-year-old they don't know who Indiana Jones is. You know what I'm saying?
So
They're mark.
this one wasn't awful. So it made so it's a $300 million budget, not accounting for marketing. It topped out at 384 million worldwide, but marketing takes a bunch of money, so they're in the red there.
Well, they made more money than I thought. Damn. Okay, Indy.
But you mentioned Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That movie made $790 million. So and it had bad reviews. Like the movie didn't even have good reviews. 790 million.
Shia LaBeouf. That's why.
Interesting.
Shia LaBeouf was like at his climax. Anything he was in was doing numbers. You know what I'm
Transformers
saying?
is doing, yep. I mean,
Yeah,
that movie
yeah.
came out what, 10 years ago? 15 years ago?
Mhm.
Something like that.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf was on a run for a minute there, dude. So
And then that never materialized because I feel like Shia LaBeouf was supposed to be the next Indy. That was the plan, right? Was like to keep it rolling with the new character, but clearly
yeah,
that wasn't the case.
he had his own issues.
Another Disney movie because Indiana Jones is a Disney movie, y'all.
But dude, it made $300 million. Like That's a lot of money. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's still a lot of money to make. I know the budget was well over that, but that's still a lot of money.
Number three, a movie that me and Ray both really like, The Marvels.
Yeah.
The
I mean, but I can see why it
Marvels.
flopped because the first one made way more money than it should have. It sucked, and people were probably like, "Yeah, this one's probably gonna suck too."
Yeah, no, I get it. It's by far the lowest. It's the biggest flop in the MCU. It's not even close.
Dude, I
But
hated Brie Larson until I saw this new movie.
no, she
Hated
killed
it.
it. This movie is good. This movie
Yeah,
is
yeah.
good.
But I'm saying, like, dude, I went with you because it's our thing. You know what I'm saying? I bet there's a lot of people that were like me, like, "Oh man, I hate this mother. I don't even like her." You know what I'm saying? And then now she wants to stick with Marvel movies. She's like, "Oh, I feel like Miss Marvel has more to say and stuff." But after the first movie, you're like, "Oh, I don't know about all this superhero stuff. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this." You know what I'm saying? Like people don't want that shit. She
It
turned
just
me off right away.
it's crazy, dude. So the budget was 220 million. It made 202 million worldwide, but it didn't cross 100 million domestically. That's wild. That is wild. And the first Miss Marvel was what it did over $1 billion. It was like one point something $1 billion. And that movie is way worse than this movie. Like it is this is significantly a better movie,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
like I've
crazy.
watched that movie more than once. I haven't seen the first one more than one time, nor do I want to.
No, I don't even care about watching that first movie again. It's not, I have no interest. I will watch the Marvels again though. My wife still hasn't seen it. So the moment I can watch it on Disney Plus, we're watching it. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, and then my daughter was like, "Oh, Kamala, she's from the TV show I'm watching on Disney Plus."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it would have went over a lot better than what
And
it did.
and Miss Marvel on Disney Plus is a good show. Like it's good. And she killed it. Kamala's the best
Oh,
character in
dude,
the movie.
yeah, but yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, I digress. We're talking about this movie like we're just talking about it flopped, and we're talking about why it shouldn't have. Like, it was a good movie.
It's
I thought
good.
everything about it was good. There was a lot of things I found. It was funny. It was action. Like it was dope, man. Nick Fury, dude, like this I told Brian this alone. Like Nick Fury in like 10, 20 minutes of this movie was better than that whole piece of shit show they fucking had. Like this was Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. I don't get how it goes from this old TV show. I don't know about myself. I hated it so bad
Wild.
to this. Like he was the shit. Like
Nah, he was good. Number two, The Expendables.
I didn't fucking know they were making another one.
Number four. This is their fourth movie.
More like
Expendables
expandable.
number four.
These motherfuckers are stretch expandables. Stretching it.
Let's see. What was the budget on this movie?
Oh,
At
like
a
100
hundred
million.
million dollar budget, 100 million, and it made 51 million worldwide.
Well, half of that went to people's salaries. They had like 50 Cent, John Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chuck Norris. These dudes are getting paid, my man. You know what I'm saying? So I bet half that budget was uh I just pay alone because it ain't nothing but a blow up action movie. Like blowing shit up is
Yeah.
cheap. People are blowing stuff up since the 80s. You
You
know
know
what I'm
what's
saying?
crazy? The Expendables 3 didn't really make that much money either. And they still greenlit Expendables 4. Like Expendables 3 made like $200 million. It's not, you know what I'm saying, a
Yeah.
crazy amount of money. Sylvester Stallone must have some really big
It's
pool.
on the studio though too. What's the studio?
Lionsgate.
Yeah. Lionsgate does that. They put out, they put out a lot of Autumn Saw movies that never needed to come out. I bet
Megan
they didn't make
Fox
that
was
much
in
money.
this movie. 50 Cent was in the movie. Interesting.
Wesley Snipes, or he's in a third one, maybe. I don't know. I remember seeing Wesley Snipes in one of the Expendable movies.
And then number one on this list is hilarious. The entire DC universe, not even one movie. They listed
I
all
mean,
of the movies that came out this year. So
Blue Beetle
bad.
does not deserve to be on our list.
Oh,
You
it sure
suckers.
doesn't. It sure
Shazam
doesn't.
don't either though. Shazam was a great movie. That don't deserve to be on the list neither.
So the three movies: Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Flash, and Blue Beetle. All three of them had
Yeah, we're
awful
not gonna get me
numbers.
going again on the Flash. I'm not gonna begin to start with that movie. I know why I flopped, deserved to flop, everything about it besides Michael Keaton. You know what I'm saying? But Blue Beetle and Shazam, I don't think they should have flopped.
So let's go through the numbers real quick. Blue Beetle, 129 million worldwide on $100 million budget. So it went positive, but again, marketing eats up at the rest of that money. Fury of the Gods was 133 million worldwide on $125 million budget, and The Flash did 270 on a $200 million budget. All considered flops. Blue Beetle was originally supposed to go directly to streaming.
Yeah, so I think it did
So
good
that's a win. You know what I'm saying? You made $200 million on a
on
what
something
was
you
it?
and something on something you black. You know, what I'm saying you were like,
Yeah.
we're not getting no money from this. Really, we're gonna try to get subscriptions. You know, you made over 100 some million dollars, so that shouldn't be equal to that flop. That's a
Oh
win.
wait,
That's
yeah,
a
a
big
hundred
win.
million dollars for something you were gonna release for free on your platform just to your subscribers.
That's a
That's
win.
a win.
That's a win.
That's a win for sure.
But see, that's
But
that's what. But they did that to themselves though. So before these movies come out, you're gonna have James Gunn say none of this shit matters moving forward. No, duh, you're gonna lose out. You could have waited till the Aqua dude. They could have waited till Aquaman either made money or flopped, and then James Gunn could be like, "All right,
yeah, that
guys,
didn't work.
don't,
See ya.
yeah, yeah, dude, that would have been even better though. Like, okay, you're fucking up, boom. Here's James Gunn, man, here to save the day. No, you
Yeah.
put him out before you drop 4 movies and say none of this shit matters. Nobody cares.
None of it. Yeah, yeah. Good luck. I mean, but I, if they're gonna be different, they could do that though. Like, and they're I guess that's a plan, right? Because um like the Batman is a separate universe. It's not within his universe. So like you could do that. I don't know
Yeah.
if you got a chance. Like last week, Wes and I we were talking about Zack Snyder's pool too. Like if DC allows
Well, yeah, Netflix.
Netflix to let them do like Zack Snyder, the Snyderverse, that could be interesting. But that's the list, y'all. I mean, it's crazy. There's half of that list is Disney. That's they lost 100 and oh, what is it? I want to say it's like $190 billion loss this year overall. Like they just took L after L after L. But they got it. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna put them under.
Oh no, yeah, Disney World probably makes something today.
It's just crazy. But that being said, um, since all of those movies looked awful, let's talk about Thursday night. I'm trying to get ready to go on Thursday night. We'll see how that works out. But Aquaman comes out. New Aquaman movie. Officially the end of the DCU as we know it, because now we're gonna get James Gunn's version going forward. But are you excited? I know you said you think it's
Super
gonna be
excited.
awesome. I have zero expectations for this
I'm
movie.
super excited. I love the first movie. I love Orm. I mean, the Ocean Master. I love the actor. I love the way he looks. I love their just from the trailer and the camaraderie. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
the
saying? I'm in. It looks fun. It looks fun. Black Manta is one of my favorite villains, and like I said in the first movie, I was like, damn, man, he's such a wash. You know what I'm saying? Now
yep.
he's coming back better than ever. Because I was thinking about Black Manta. That's what he did. He just kept coming back better than ever. You know what I'm saying? So now he has a chance to, and the movie looks way better than what the hell they were talking about at first. Maybe they were wording it the wrong way or selling it the wrong way, because in the movie they say whatever Black Man is doing will destroy the world,
Yeah.
global catastrophe. But from the way they were talking about, you were thinking that it was some like save the ocean,
Yeah, an
stop
environmental
littering type
movie.
deal.
Yeah,
Like
an
it was worded
environmental
very
movie.
bad. So that's what happens though. You take a couple sentences from a whole person's, whatever, because from the way before any trailers dropped, how Jason Momoa was selling it from what people were posting, I was like, don't nobody want to watch this fucking
Save the
recycled.
planet. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
save the
want
planet.
to. But obviously, every superhero movie on a big scale is trying to
It's to
save the
save the
planet.
planet. Yeah.
So get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Looks fire. I'm in. I think it's gonna save. It's gonna save him. It's gonna say
Save what? It's already dead. What's it gonna say?
it's gonna make $1 billion.
Oh no, no, it's not. Outside of you, I don't know anybody else that's like. Let's take a look.
Brian.
Aquaman.
Okay, let's say this. It's gonna make 500 million or more.
Ooh, 500 million. Five 500 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Dude, because the
I
first
mean,
one
that's
did numbers,
bold.
man. People love Jason Momoa. It's gonna do numbers. I guarantee it.
Ooh. Box office projection. Let's see. Box office
Probably 300.
projections. Okay, early box office projections continue to be disastrous for DC right now. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom's early box office projections indicate it may be another monumental bomb for the DCU. Give me a number. Give me a number. The first one made $1 billion. Okay, it has a budget of 205 million. Do you think it's going to be over or under?
Over. Over.
Over 200 million, you
I'm
think?
saying 500.
So to break even on the movie, budget plus marketing plus everything, they need to make over $410 million to break even. So that's the number they're shooting for.
Let's do
Right
500.
now, opening weekend, they're projecting only between 32 and $42 million domestically, with a total range of 105 and 168 million total.
Hey, but I don't think those are probably like pre-sales and stuff. I don't think people are pre-buying tickets like they used to. Okay, Brian.
That's gonna be significantly under. Significantly under. And a character. I know you love Momo. I love him too. I think
Hey,
it's
just
cool.
slap 500 million.
And I think he did a really good job. But at the end of the day, this movie's gonna bomb. It
That's
just
crazy. The
is.
first one made $1 billion. What
The
happened
first
is
Captain
it did
Marvel
take
made
too
$1
long.
billion.
Take too long. You take too long.
It's just, I mean, Aquaman is now starting to be cooler, right? Historically, no one really liked the character for the most part. So, like, the first movie making $1 billion, I'm sure was like, okay, but
When this movie come out 4 years ago? Like, dude,
2018,
you can't have that
2018,
gap. You can't have a gap like that, fam. Dude, if this movie would have come out in
2018.
2020, $1 billion.
And I wonder how much like Amber Heard being in the movie affects it too, because people fucking hate her, dog. Like after the whole Johnny Depp thing, there is legit animosity towards this chick. They don't even have her in the commercials, like marketing
No,
material. They don't even really show her. So I wonder
I,
if she
I
dies.
believe in
She'll
you,
probably
Aquaman.
die in the movie.
I believe in you.
I don't. I think it's gonna be significantly under $400 million. I don't know if it's gonna be 160 though. That's tough. Over the holiday weekend, like people might just go watch it, over Christmas weekend. Like you got time, families here. Like it could bump something.
They need to just put up posters with Momo with his shirt off wet. That'll sell a lot more tickets. They should have just had him jump out of a pool with a Speedo on. Aquaman, come and see it. And then
I
they
mean,
cut it
all the
off.
advertising he's been doing is like there was an SNL skit he did too with like putting on the suit, and he was like, "Yeah, it doesn't fit my calves." Like he's just a funny dude. He was here the other
Yeah.
day. Did you see that? He was in Milwaukee promoting some
Dude,
alcohol.
My buddy TJ, he was at his bar.
Yeah, yeah.
TJ
He was
hates him.
around, and then he was signing some stuff at like a Costco or some shit.
Dude, TJ said he was loud and obnoxious. He said, I hate him. I'm like, dude, he's the dude of all dudes. What do you think's gonna happen? He's coming out selling his liquor. He's gonna be out there shit faced, loud, and
Oh, for
obnoxious. He's
sure.
bro. He's a bro of all bros.
For
But he sure took a
sure.
picture with him. I bet.
Oh, I bet he did take
No,
pictures
he did.
with
He
him.
did. He
I,
took a
I bet
picture of
everybody
him
was
and put
taking
it up
pictures.
like, I hate this guy. Like,
Yeah, let me take a
why don't
picture.
you take a
Selfie.
picture with him? Ah man, I'm sorry I had him
It's promotion
DM.
for the bar, Ray. He had to get the promo shot in for the bar.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Mama, come back here and beat his fat ass. He was talking shit.
You
And he
got to
took a
think about the
picture.
marketing capabilities.
Oh, for sure. Momoa's been here. Oh my God. He
Oh my
coming.
goodness. Momoa's here.
Aquaman.
So funny. It's just one of those. I know people are like, oh, Momoa, Momoa. There's people trying to go get autographs and shit. Like, I've never been like a huge like chase dude. Like, I go to wrestling events all the time, and I've never been the I'm gonna get there early to meet them outside. You know what I'm saying? Or stay later to see when they leave. Like, it's
Yeah.
too much work. Too much.
I just don't care. I mean, what they do is awesome and cool and stuff like that, but like they're just like me and you. If I meet one day, cool. Am I looking for it? Not really.
Oh
I'm trying to
man.
think of like one person I'd like to meet. Um, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck. That's what I like to meet. Batman, baby. I wouldn't want to meet Christian Bale, man. That fake ass fucking Batman.
Oh shit. Breaking news. As we're talking right now from James Gunn 11 minutes ago. Here's something cool, but also something super confusing because the DCU can't do anything that's not confusing. Geek League of America posted this, and the source is James Gunn. So, Matt Reeves' Arkham Asylum TV series will not be in the Battison Elseworlds universe, which is the Batman movie. It's a different universe, but it's going to exist within the new main DC universe.
Okay,
So the
okay.
new Arkham Asylum TV series is going to be in the new DCU.
Oh, so it's not Matt. So Matt Reeves is doing it,
Yeah, it looks like he's
but it's
doing it.
not. But it's not in his wheelhouse.
Right.
Good.
Why
Those
would you do
movies
that though? That's
suck
super weird.
because those movies suck. Dude, that Batman couldn't be in the DC universe. His villains couldn't be in the DC universe. Like his Penguin, the Penguin looks, like a dude from down the street outside the fucking sandwich shop. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people do with Batman. Like I said before, I said it again. They try to make him too grounded, too
Yeah.
real, and that doesn't coexist with any other part of the universe. Batman is a dude doing extraordinary things, surrounded by damn near gods. He can't be Matt Reeves Batman. It can't be the Dark Knight Batman. And people can be like, "Oh, why don't you just use Bennett? Why didn't you just use what's his name? From the Dark Knight? That Batman, what's he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What's Matt Reeves Batman gonna do? It looks like there's what damn near half hockey gear, getting one shotted by a dude with a shotgun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's gonna be outside of the universe. Like, I have a lot of hope for that show now that it's gonna be outside of that universe. You know what I'm saying?
I think it'll be interesting. I don't dislike any.
Because
I'll
Arkham
watch.
Asylum, dude,
I'm gonna watch almost any of that stuff
like
regardless.
Arkham Asylum people that are gonna be in there is like, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, stuff like that. And these people contend, with superhuman people on the daily. If it was a Matt Reeves universe, I get it. And I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see a Matt Reeves Killer Croc. Clayface. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are going to be Arkham Asylum, and we need them to be what they need to be. You know what I'm saying? For the Batman Brave and the Bold movie and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So it looks like Matt Reeves is producing the show as a series. So it's not a part of his Batman universe, which includes the Batman sequel and Colin Farrell's Penguin show. So that's going to be separate.
Even though I like the idea for the show, and I like his Penguin. I like it for where it's at. Leave it there. Don't bring it into the DCU or whatever we're trying to build over here. You keep him out of there.
It'll be interesting. I always find it fascinating when they try to do Batman shows without Batman, like Gotham. I didn't watch much of Gotham. My cousin watched all of it. He loved Gotham. He thought it was awesome. But like making like I don't have much interest for making like shows within a city where Batman's the main dude, right? Like like it's
Yeah, we
weird
was
to me. It's weird to me.
yeah, it was dumb.
They also had plans at one point to make like a it was in the DCU too, I think. It never came to fruition because now Gunn is in charge, but it was like an office type show. So it was supposed to be like a comedy. Um, within that universe, within the DCU, and it was like at a call center, and they were gonna be taking calls for like superhero activities and shit. It was supposed to be funny, but like
Yeah,
even that, it was in Metropolis, and I was just like, I don't know, like I don't know, this is, I don't know, like it doesn't
yeah,
really.
Superman. Yeah, Superman. What's the need for any of this stuff you're talking about? You know what I'm saying?
It's just it's interesting. I don't know, man. I think James Gunn can turn all that shit around. I really do, but it's gonna take a lot of time, and
Well, we'll see what
maybe
it's.
when we're 50, we'll see a proper, DCU
We'll,
adaptation.
we'll see what
13
this first.
years.
It was going to take about that. You know, we'll see
And
what
no,
this
it's
first
definitely going to
Superman
take
movie
that
does.
long.
We'll see
It's
what this first.
definitely taking that long.
Oh, another thing. I don't know how long I'm going, whatever. But Supergirl. They want to cast another Supergirl for the Superman movie, and people are up in arms about that shit right now.
Why they like the
One,
one from the Flash?
yeah, one person retweeted the name of the girl, Supergirl from the Flash. She's like, "I will avenge you" and stuff. Like, I think people are, like she was cool. Why not have her? She's young, you know what I'm saying? Different, not the blonde hair, normal look, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And she looked amazing. Like when
yeah,
she shared a picture of her wearing the suit and it wasn't CGI and she was just filling that thing in and it was like, yo, I can get behind this.
I just don't see why you would cast another Supergirl when you got one.
I don't know, dude. But why not cast any of the TV show people like too, right? Like if you're doing
Oh,
multiple
dude, I love that
universes,
TV show, Supergirl.
yeah,
Love
Melissa
it.
Burnquist or whatever, she's awesome. But
It's
it's
fine.
funny, I'm just scrolling through like different news and Netflix released viewership data by hours for the first half of 2023. So the Arrowverse is on Netflix now. So I'm going to start from least hours to most hours for all the Arrowverse shows as of like 10 minutes ago. Black Lightning has been watched 34.6 million hours. Legends of Tomorrow, 37.1. Supergirl, 60 million. Arrow, 159 million. And the winner by almost double, The Flash, 311 million hours.
They need to be in movies. Dude, if Grant Gustafson was the Flash, $1 billion.
I think so too. I think it would make $1 billion. If they made Grant the Flash, I think it would make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So, dude,
Dude, faces sell movies. People sell movies.
dude, and like that's who a lot of these kids know who as the Flash. Like these people grew up 9 seasons watching them as the Flash. Um, but there was a commercial Ryan Reynolds made. I think it was for like his phone shit or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
Grant Gustafson was on it. And then they made a joke because you know how the Flash and Green Lantern are friends or whatever. They made a joke about them playing Green Lantern and the Flash in the commercial. It was super funny. You guys should check it out. It's
Leave
definitely
it.
a funny moment.
Leave it to Ryan. Yeah. I never got why he wasn't the Flash.
Now's the time. The Arrowverse died. There is no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to have them keep going, now's the time to
Dude,
do
you
it.
even have you can have Ammo come back as the Green Arrow.
Oh,
Dude,
dude.
that would do. Dude, put both of them in a movie.
Dude.
Fucking dude, Batman Brave and the Bold, and then you have Grant Gustin, Flash, and the Green Arrow show up. $1 billion. $1 billion. $1 billion. I swear to God, dude, you get him back in the Green Arrow and you get him in the Flash, $1 billion.
Dude, it would be nuts. It would be nuts. Did you
You're trying
see
to build a universe. You already have one. You
you
have a
have one,
small
yeah.
one. Make it
Uh,
bigger. Dude, if you had
and
Supergirl, Green Arrow, and the Flash show up at Batman Babe and the Bold, which they have in that cartoon or whatever, and they have Superman movie ahead of that, dude, you boom, your universes. Tight fans, millions of them.
a
I don't
TV
know.
show did like a multiverse thing where like
Yeah, they were
the
all
Green
together.
Arrow was Spectre, like Ollie was Spectre instead of the Green Arrow, like, and they converged all the worlds into one. Just expand that, right? Like have an explosion, and now the multiverse is back, and that just happens to be one of the places you're pulling from.
Yeah, you got
What
the
was I about
Atom
to
there.
do? I was looking at something.
Used to be Superman.
Oh, Green Arrow casting rumors. There was, I think Charlie Hunnam, I think is his name, the dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah, he said he didn't want to.
Yeah, so they approached him to do it, and he
Mhm.
was like, yeah, he basically shot them down at the initial pitch. Was like, yeah, spandex, whatever, like not
Yeah, you
interested.
don't
Like
look good. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. Nope.
he don't even know about the characters, so he's like, yeah, no, not interested. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Grant makes an appearance in one of these multiverse things. People will go crazy
That would be dope.
because the movie. I know you didn't watch the show, but the movie Flash appeared on the TV show Flash when they were doing that multiverse
Yeah, yeah.
stuff.
Not seen that episode. I
Yeah,
don't
he
watch the
showed
show
up.
too much, but I watch
He
a few here
showed
and there
up, so it could be a thing.
because I like Reverse Flash. So I watch a few episodes of him on there and stuff. He's one of my favorite villains, even though people sweep him under the rug or whatever. But I love Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash, Zoom, they're all cool.
Yeah, he's in my top 10 villains. Because he is the most grimy.
So, dude, just legit hatred.
He just
Like,
don't like somebody.
you just
He's a
don't
bad
like
guy
him.
because he
I'm
don't
gonna
like
erase
one
him out of
dude.
time.
He's one dude. Why are you a bad guy? Fucking hate this dude.
Can't
What?
stand him.
That's it.
I
My whole
can't stand.
objective is
He
to
has a
ruin his
museum,
life.
and I can't stand he has a museum. I'm gonna go mess his ass up. The
That's what.
epitome. He is the epitome of being a hater, dog.
Yeah.
Like legit. If you had
That's
to
why I
look
love
up
him
what
so
is being
much,
a
dude.
hater, he's the one that should come up.
That's why I love him so much. You just don't like dude. That's it.
Oh man, it's tough. So I did
Yeah.
want to touch on one other thing, dude, because
Yeah.
um, so we've talked about VR in the past, and
Mm.
it's still a little early, you would think, but there's some real cool stuff happening. Like Apple's getting ready to release their $5,000 AR headset, which people are going to buy. um,
Brian's eating his words now, fellas.
I'm not gonna buy the Apple one though.
No, no,
It's
but
too
you
much
said
money.
that you gonna get in the VR when it gets you, not
I
your
mean, but
thing.
I have the Quest 2. We have the
Yeah.
Quest
Oh
2. My
no.
wife
Yeah.
plays it. She doesn't
I
play
own
all the
that thing
time,
too. I
but
don't
she
play it.
plays it for like the music games, and then she does certain things on it, and she exercises with it or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass on the Meta 3, like the Quest 3. I don't care what, but Ray, when I tell you as every day passes, every time I see something or a commercial, I'll text my wife if she's in another room, and I'm like, "Yo, I might buy one of these. I think I'm gonna buy one of
He's like
these."
these MetaQuest ideas are burning a hole in my pocket. He's like my pockets are getting hot.
Dude, it's just like, and it's for shit that I probably wouldn't even do. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I'm not even gonna probably use it for that. But Doc, the first commercial that really got me, because I used to play the
Fortnite.
piano. I used to play
Oh,
the
oh yeah,
piano in
right.
middle school. I mean, in elementary school. So like, I still remember some things and like really simple songs, but I never kept up with this. So I don't even tell people that I used to play the piano. It never comes up. I don't think about
Yeah, I
that.
never knew. I said to you something. I was like, you could learn the piano on that thing, and you're like, I used to
Yeah,
play
and
the
I
piano.
was
I was
like,
like,
I
oh,
played the piano in elementary school to like the fifth grade. I used to play the piano, so like I used to do it. My sister used to play it. Like she knows more than me. But I see this commercial. He's wearing a headset. The dude's sitting in front of a real life piano, and the fucking notes come down like if you're playing Fortnite Festival, and it reads the piano keys and it shows you what to press to play the songs to get better at playing the piano.
like
And I
over the
first saw
top.
it and I was like, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's a cool thing. I sent this aside to my wife and I was like, this is cool. And she's like, bro, you're never going to play the piano. And I was like, I know, but it looks cool. So, like, whatever. But that was the first time where I was like, that's a legit application for
oh,
AR, right? Or VR, right? Like, I was like, okay, that's cool. So then I see another commercial and somebody's playing real life drums the same way, like a TikTok. It wasn't even a commercial. So they're playing the drums like a full ass song. Like if I can drew circles around the cymbals and the drums and the snare, and it was coming down. He was playing this super rapid song, and I'm like, That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
that's a
yeah,
cool
that's
thing.
yeah.
But here's where they got me, y'all. And this thing's probably gonna end up in my living room here in the next week and a half or so because I'm just dumb like that. Commercial comes out and they don't fucked around and put the Game Pass on the Meta 3. So now, um,
Microsoft is winning so bad.
yeah. So now this thing is a legit powerhouse because the Game Pass, I played a game. The Game Pass is legit. Again, broken record. If you listen to these things, is the best value in gaming by far. They could charge me significantly more money for it, and I'd still pay for it. Microsoft don't listen to that part, but that's the reality, dude.
I
Being
was just
able
thinking
to
about it.
play this, like I got my buddy Eric, super Xbox guy. I convinced him to get a PlayStation, and I was like, dude, with the Game Pass, whenever I wanted to say Skyrim, but that's not it. What's the last game that came out that everyone was hype about and it
No
kind
Man's
of
Sky
no, no,
or
no.
whatever.
It's like No Man's Sky.
You played it.
Starfield.
Yeah,
Starfield.
Starfield.
So he's like, man, I want to play Starfield. And I was like, dude, you're in a market for a TV right now, which he was. I was like, just get a Samsung TV with the Game Hub and the Game Pass is on there and you can just stream Starfield. So
Yep.
we ended up going through TVs and he bought one. And that's how he plays Xbox is through that hub. So it's you don't even need an Xbox, right? Like you can do it on
Nope.
your phone, you can do it on a TV. Dude, it being on the Meta Quest 3, dog, like the commercials
Dude,
for it,
I
you
just, all,
double
all I
tap
need to
and
think
can make
about
the screen as big as you
was
want.
playing Battlefield with that headset on my head with the screen taking up
Boy,
my room.
boy,
Dude, no way. I gotta
you
get one.
can connect an Xbox controller to it. So now it's not even, you're not even making shit up. You're just using an Xbox controller to it.
Yeah,
Think of an Elite controller. I got two of them.
dude. I gotta get one. I gotta download Battlefield and
Bro,
see what that's like with that
I
near.
don't, I've seen TikToks now because the commercial came out. There's TikToks now, people playing. Dude, people are playing Fortnite on there. People are playing, dude, Forza. Forza on that thing has to feel nuts. If it lets you
And then,
control, dude, if it lets you connect like a steering wheel with like pedals to it, is game over, dog. It's game over. It just is.
dude, just let me drive with them. Dude, I know it's not the same, but I'm like, dude, that's because I watched movies inside my old Meta. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that screen, if it looks like you're in the theater and it's as big as your eyes could take. I don't know how the technology is amazing. Dude, just imagine playing a video game on there, dude. Like it'll look like you're playing on like 100-inch screen, but it's still right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing a TV, you're like, fuck, that's not, you know? But on the Meta Quest, whatever, I think it'd be a lot tighter, real different view. You know what I'm saying? Like you're playing on that big screen, but it's like in your face still. You know what I mean? I gotta get one and try it.
Dog. And then they have like that's just VR stuff or like having a screen, right? Then you think about the augmented reality side of it, the AR stuff. I seen commercials where somebody's like building these big ass Lego things in just the air. Like they're placing stuff and just building these big ass things like in this virtual world, and it looks like it's in your living room. Dog. The
We're
one that
gonna
I was
get
talking
one
about is
for
called
our phone
Piano
there.
Vision. The Piano Vision,
How much is the MetaQuest 3?
dude, it's a lot. It's like $700, I think. Well, let's go. Let's go check. Meta Quest 3. $500 for the 128 gig one. And they don't even call it VR. It's mixed reality. So it does VR, AR, just in general.
I remember when the PS5 and the Xbox Series X came out, you could like buy them, they'll send it to you, and you can make payments. I'm about to get
I
that.
can do that on Amazon.
I'm about to get that MetaQuest.
Amazon will let you do $100 a month for 5 months with no fees or interest. And you can get one right now.
There you go.
Ray's like, I'm gonna log off real quick. Let me go check this
Bro,
Amazon
I
link.
promise you within the next month I'll have I'll have that. And they're gonna send it to me too, and I just
Yeah,
keep
you
paying
get
on
it.
it.
Yeah. So
What happens when you stop?
if you get the 520 the 12 gig one, which is probably what I would do because
I'm not getting
if
that
we're gonna
small
be
ass.
downloading
Yeah.
games,
Yeah, I'm not getting
like
that small little gig.
so it's $650.
Okay.
But
How about you?
it comes with a game which we'll probably never play, but Asgard's Wrath,
Ooh, that sounds
and
cool.
then the headset, the controllers, you know. Dude, they have a Ghostbusters game on there called Rise of the Ghost Lord, and it looks crazy cool.
Dude, Ghostbusters? Don't talk about
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, man.
Dude, that Lego thing, yeah, see, it's just one of those things because I wear glasses, it's always been inconvenient. Like it just has because I have to use them without them, which is fine usually because you could just make things bigger. Like I'm more immersed in it, so it's not that bad. Wearing it with it like presses it against my temples, it feels uncomfortable. So I've just never been a real big fan. The
Yeah,
applications weren't really great. That's why the Apple one's intriguing to me because you can buy prescription lenses for the Apple one. They cost like $400, but it's still cool. It's still
yeah.
a cool
Hey, they have
add-on.
an
Like
option.
I can do it. If I'm gonna spend $4,000 on one of those, I got $400 to fucking buy prescription lenses for it too. It's one of those things where like it's not
Yeah.
for everyone. But
So,
yeah, dude, Brick Tales, that's a Lego game. Iron Man, the Iron Man
oh
game's
yeah.
probably crazy on there. I
They've
don't
been
know,
talking about that
dog. I
game.
think this
They've been talking
thing's
about that
gonna
game
be in my
forever.
living room here real soon. Real soon. Saito was
Man,
like, we
dude.
don't even got a piano, bro. I was like, we can go to my niece's house. She got some piano. I'm just
You can
sitting there
still,
living
but yeah,
here
but
like,
you don't need a piano. The keys will pop up anywhere.
no, I know, but I want to like
Oh, you want to
with
play it
the
over the piano?
yeah, because on the piano, then you can hear it too, right? And they say the sound on this thing is amazing. Like it has like a spatial type speaker where you don't even need headphones and it sounds really good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to snag one up too. B.
Yeah, dog.
We playing
Yeah,
Fortnite on there. Gotta play Fortnite on there.
dude.
Oh, bro, imagine though when the Rock Band stuff comes out or whatever, and you can use those tools playing it
Boy,
on there,
and you got the
bro. Hang it up, hang it up,
oh
dude. Have the
man, it's
augmented
so
reality
good.
on those drums you're playing. Give it up. I gotta get one.
So they got three options. If you have the Amazon credit card, we're doing like these crazy promos for Meta apparently right now. But if you got the Amazon credit card, those listening, you can get it for $54.17 a month for 12 months, 0% interest. If you don't have it, you can do payments directly through Amazon. It'll be $130 a month for 5 months, no application required. At least that's what it says on my account. Or you can do Affirm, which is the big, buy now, get pay later, whatever. It's 160, $162.50 every 2 weeks for 4 payments.
Mm-mm.
So those are the options.
I'm gonna give me Amazon credit card.
It looks fire, bro. You should. My Amazon credit card is fire. And you get points, dog. Anytime you buy stuff, I be having hella points. Like I bought my wife a MacBook for Christmas, a Air. She's been
Mm-hmm.
asking for one for years. I've never wanted to because I think they're dumb. The amount of money they cost for what they provide has always been dumbfounding to me, but that's the majority of Apple stuff. But I bought it for her. She deserves it. So it got here yesterday, and then I always
Did
get
you
a
see what
shit
my
ton of
phone just
points.
did?
Huh? Yeah, that's a new Apple thing. That's you never seen that?
No.
Yeah, that Apple added that. It's crazy. If you do it like this too, it should do it too. Do a thumbs up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's wild.
That's cool.
It's cool as we were just talking about that. She was on the MacBook and she did a gesture and it popped up and she was like, "Oh, I forgot they added that." Works on a MacBook too. So, anyways, it got here yesterday. I used a shit ton of points. The more you use the cards, you get like 5% back on Amazon purchases or whatever. So it stacks up over time if you buy a lot of
Yeah.
shit on Amazon,
I'm
which a lot
gonna
of
get
people
one
do.
just I'm gonna get one just to buy that. $54 a month. Easy.
So the MacBook gets here. It's MacBook Air. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe I spent this much money on this damn laptop. I could have built like another gaming computer for this amount of money.
And they
Nah,
suck.
then she opened it and I kind of get it. I grabbed it and I was like, okay. It just feels different, dog. Like
Yeah.
it's
My
thinner
girl
than
likes Switch
anything
too, but
else.
she wanted to play games on the other day,
You can't
and they
really
don't
play games on.
support a lot of
Yeah.
Microsoft stuff on Steam. You have to
Yep.
go to the Apple thing on
Yep.
Steam, and that's not very good.
No, it's never been a gamer friendly device, but you can edit a lot of stuff. Like real, it's a beast editing. But anyways, I grabbed it and it's big. It feels Like when you grab it, you be like, it feels like it's worth what it costs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, I know what you're
I was
saying.
like, yeah, okay. I told her, I was
You
like, I
got it and
understand.
feel
I
like
understand
worth what
now.
it costs.
It feels what it costs. All right.
Uh,
So next time we talk to you guys, I don't know. We're gonna try to do an in-person podcast for the second time ever this week before Christmas weekend or a holiday comes in. Wesley's in town. I know you guys heard that last week. My buddy Danny's around as well. So we're gonna try to link up this week, do an in-person podcast, post that for you guys, and just kind of talk about life, kind of talk about what everything's going on, what we've been doing, and a bunch of other stuff, hopefully in person. Go Bucks, baby. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for stopping by. You know the drill. Make sure you hit
Stay
that
nerdy.
subscribe button below if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you're sharing this with all of your friends and family. If everyone's into pop culture, nerdy things, this is the place to be, y'all. And if you ever did, if you know us and you want to be on one of the episodes, let me or Ray know, man. We got time. We can add people, keep it fresh, different perspectives. And we'll go from there. Stay nerdy, y'all. See ya.
Appreciate you guys, man.